found it kind of hard to pick one piece or one thing that was sticking out to me, so I hope it's okay that I'm doing something kind of overarching, but it was, for me, coming into the team and then there being a change in dynamic and working obviously super closely with Paula, shout out Paula, and realising how adaptable we are and how we pick up things better than we think, and being able to complete work, not only complete it but feel like you're doing a decent job, has been great for me in my own sort of how many times did I say in my own there we go again, journey of development and stuff as well. So I think that that's for me been sort of what's the most powerful.
Lights, camera, action!
Hi everyone.
Go. Hi everyone, Paula here. The thing I am most proud of in the last 12 months is my now current role as acting office manager. This role I have done now on 2 occasions, one being last year and, as I say, now currently working in it. The reason why I would say I'm proud of my achievements within this is that I came from a place of doing the sort of general administration to now taking responsibility of all administration and finance within NIYF. This involves everything from payroll, funder queries. There's over 23 separate budgets, and it's really about I've had to learn on my feet. I've had to reach out to people. I'm very thankful for the team, that the wider NIYF team, for all their help and support. And more recently, I want to thank Victoria, who has come into and has just completely assisted in the turnaround of what I think is the finance and administration team. So for me, I'm very proud of everything that we have achieved in the last 2 months, but more importantly in the last year, in the hope that from our perspective as a finance and admin team, that we help and assist the youth work team in everything they do.
Hey team, Holly here. I hope you're having a fab residential. My journey with the Youth Forum started in May of this year, 9th of May, so I don't think I can pull the new card anymore. I have done in that time is unbelievable. Being part of the RLP team, it's incredible. I've loved every minute of it. I have faced challenges, certainly, because that's what comes with youth work, but I wouldn't change it for the world. From June, I have been working alongside Clodagh in Flax Foyer, which has definitely been my highlighted piece of work from I started. Initially, when I first walked in, I just got a fantastic reception from the young people, and there was a sense of acceptance, which as humans, everyone, wants to be accepted to some degree. And the music that they were listening to, I knew what it was. So from the get-go, they were like, oh yeah, she's pretty cool, whatever, blah blah blah. Been out on many amazing trips together, such as the cinema, the beach and go-karting. But I'm going to tell you a secret about the cinema. Well, I need to get up for this because I just can't. So we went to the cinema over Halloween to see Halloween Ends, and I took charge of all the tickets. What did I do? I brought them to the wrong cinema screen. I brought them to screen 5. We seen the last half an hour of the movie and then went into the right screening and seen the first half. So we already knew the ending before it had got to there. So yeah, don't go to the cinema with me. Thanks all for listening, and I really hope you enjoy the rest of the residential. Peace out.
Hi everyone. The piece of work that was most powerful for me was getting Malone and Flex together for the Homeless Awareness Day. It kind of brought young people together that are or have been in similar situations, and it just kind of shows them all that they're not alone, and there is people that kind of are fighting the same battles, which I sometimes think is quite nice. Well, not nice that they're in the same situation, but it does kind of offer reassurance in a sense. But it also it challenged the stigma around hostels, and it challenged, I think, a lot of young people's opinions on different hostels, because I think that when a young person is living in a certain hostel, they then develop different opinions about different hostels, and a lot of the time it's in a more negative sense. So it was kind of it kind of brought them together to show that, one, they're not alone, two, they're not all that different, and it was also really inspiring to hear their hopes, dreams and aspirations, as it shows that they're still all there, willing to fight, and they're not ready to give up yet, which is very inspirational, I think. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk.
The project that I have chosen to speak about today is, in general, the RLP project. I suppose not only has it offered me many personal opportunities to grow, but it's also offered me many opportunities to grow professionally. As a practitioner, I suppose I've had to face new challenges in the sense that it isn't just primarily group work, and I think a big rewarding part of the programme has been seeing these young people grow and develop within themselves, anywhere from their participation within the group to opening up and being able to tell us about their issues and their barriers. Really lovely to be able to work and support young people who are in a similar position to that I was in. So that's why RLP inspires me.
Hello, Bex here. I am taking this video in the hope that maybe we can edit it into something. This is me parked outside Malone, ready to go in to start my first day of RLP, dropping in there. So for the very first time. So let's see what comes from it. Can't wait, excited! So that is Malone over. First session. Met some lovely young people. Had about 6 in our first session, which was great. And we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Exciting!
So it is. Hi everyone. I know I've only got minutes. I'm going to have to talk even quicker than what I always already speak. I'm here in the sound therapy room, and that is something I'm really proud of to be part of, that we're able to professionally develop ourselves. So I'm going to use it. So I've used the house, and the house is to represent our current young people in RLP, which I'm super proud of, our past workers, Saoirse and Blair, who have moved on to bigger and better things, and our current team. I'm so thankful for all the support from my manager, co-worker and youth apprentices, and it is something that I am continuously proud of for a new project. Powerful piece of work is the world. I've got the opportunity to go to London to see new charities, and I've got the opportunity to go to the European Parliament, which was the class opportunity. And something else that I'm proud of is the shite that we deal with all the time. But I believe that I'm really proud to be a wee furry, that I can try my best to fix things, and so can everybody else in the wider youth ones.
Hi everyone. So for me, there have been lots of powerful moments over this last year, and I can't really just pick one, so I'm going to talk quickly about a few of the highlights. So the first powerful moment, and really emotional too, was Blair and Saoirse moving on from their posts as youth apprentices at the end of March. We had an amazing reflection session along with Clodagh, and looked at all of our journeys, and yeah, it was just really powerful, and I'm so proud. Blair moving on into the role that she's moved into in the organisation and doing really well, and Saoirse also working with young people in the community and doing really well. So yeah, that's definitely a proud moment. Saoirse came in recently and described it as feeling like she'd came home, so that is lovely to hear. Also, it's been amazing to welcome all the new staff and new youth apprentices into the organisation. Yeah, it's been great getting to know them and see them settle into their roles and have the privilege of working with them. That's also been really powerful. And to go to London. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about quickly, because I'm running out of time, is America. Yeah, I've never been, like, to have that experience was just unreal, and to represent the work of all the staff in this organisation and the young people that are involved has just been unreal. So yeah, thank you.
The piece of work which I'm going to discuss, which has been powerful to me, would be Elephant Coming Out of the Dark, but specifically working with a steering group. The best thing about the steering group is the young people are so diverse and come from all different walks of life and places, which makes it different and definitely brings some character to the programme. The reason why I would choose this specific group is because they've been on a journey. The growth of each individual is inspiring, and the group as a whole has been amazing. Even though at times I have my doubts. It's evident the group have made amazing progress so far, and it's exciting to where this might go. It's definitely been a roller coaster of emotions and learning, but the passion for changing the mental health crisis is definitely there. But you can ask me that after the 3rd of December. Elephant Coming Out of the Dark is definitely one hell of a ride, but I can't wait to see where the next year and a half takes us.
Something powerful about working the last 12 months. The big thing that strikes me about work the last 12 months has been the roller coaster ride that it has been for me personally. And the most powerful thing for me has seen the development of relationships and understanding that the people I work with, they're more than work colleagues, and it's powerful to call a lot of people sitting around this room and all use friends, and some really good friends I've made in the organisation and who've supported me this year very much so. That's powerful, and I want everyone to acknowledge and see that the people sitting around you right now when you're watching this are the people who can support you in times of need, who understand what it's like for needing time out, time away, and will respect that. So I want to thank them, and I respect their understanding, their guidance and their support for me over the last 12 months. It's been magical. Thank you.
Hello. So apologies, my video isn't going to be a fancy one by the sound of it. People are doing editing and stuff like that. I think that's something I need to put in my appraisal, maybe, Louisa, to get a bit of that training done. But yes, so I was just really going to talk about some experiences and some of the projects I've worked on. So the main one for me would be Amplify, and I just brought a wee heart to symbolise that. So the many people's lives that I've touched in a positive way, and the many have touched me in such a positive way, to watch young people going through that stage of development where, that type of long-term group work, it's very unique in that way, where you see some people at the very beginning of a programme and then where they end up at the end of the programme is such a massive positive change a lot of times. So for me, it's the memories of all those young people that I've worked with and all that change and all that love.
Hiya. I'd like to talk about 3 things that have been really important to me in the last 12 months at Northern Ireland Youth Forum. The first is North-South Youth Forum. The incredible young people, the incredible partnerships that we had across the island of Ireland with other organisations, and the incredible outcomes of that project. I have no doubt that the project will go from strength to strength, and I am so proud of everything that was achieved, and it was great to be part of it. Secondly, in my most recent international experience to the United States with my comrades Amanda and Chris, I felt so proud and privileged to be able to represent Northern Ireland Youth Forum, and furthermore be trusted to represent Northern Ireland Youth Forum at that level. From sitting with special advisors to the President in the White House, to visiting youth organisations who are doing incredible, inspiring work, and then also sitting with ambassadors and consulates talking about the incredible work of NIYF. Lastly, some people have left us this year, and then other people have also joined us, and so it's been wonderful for me, getting to know people, getting to know new staff, learning more about you, learning more about your work, and watching you flourish. Thank you so much for letting me be part of it.
Hey everyone, so this is probably the hardest question I found to answer, and to actually just pick one thing that I felt was powerful in my last 12 months. I suppose my time as a peer mentor as a whole, but specifically the launch of the Nordico research, conducting and delivering the focus groups, and being able to stand in a room with Saoirse and launch the Nordico research in front of decision makers, those in power, and young people and service providers. It's probably an experience that I'll never forget, and that's actually paved the way for the role that I'm currently in, so I'm extremely thankful for that experience. But one thing that came from that I actually heard 2 weeks ago, that has made me feel extremely proud, is the fact that there's been actions that came from the Nordico research that's been actioned by members from the expert steering group. So to hear that I've been involved in something like that, and that people are actually following through with some of the actions, and it's going to make a difference for other people's lives, is unbelievable.
Hi everyone. So the piece of work that I'm going to talk about that has been most powerful and so meaningful for me in the past 12 months has been my Young Women's Programme. It's just been a massive part of my journey at NIYF. It's kind of the first group that I've established. The young women are just amazing, and they've made such amazing friendships, and they've come on so well. We are currently in Dublin for the FemFest tomorrow, which is a young women's conference. The girls are so excited about it, and I feel like this is their opportunity to have a voice and speak on behalf of other young women to create change, and I'm just so proud of them, and yeah, it makes me very happy, as you can see. Buzzing, thank you.
No points for creativity. What I want to really discuss and hone in on, I know we hear this term relationship and the power of within youth work quite a bit, but to me it hasn't been as much evident since I've started this place. The relationship with the staff team, right from Chris, Phil, lane manager, and all the other co-workers, has been second to none. I feel like I've built a great foundation, both personally and professionally, that's only going to benefit the young people that we work with. And then next and most importantly, I want to talk about the relationship and the power of the young people that I've engaged with. I've been fortunate to work across four projects and also support when needed on other ones, and I've came across the most diverse group of young people that I've ever experienced in their career, and the power within that has been phenomenal, both personally to me and I hope also for them. Without this organisation I wouldn't have had that experience, and this is only the start of my journey, and I'm really looking forward to contributing to this wonderful organisation moving forward.
I'm going to cheat a wee bit here, folks, because I've got a minute, and go over two. First one would probably be the wee social action project the NIHE group done at the Christmas last year. Created about 30-40 hampers for people in need and for soup kitchens and families and stuff, and a great drive amongst the staff team and young people to do that. I thought it was class, great video and stuff made. The other is slightly different, just given now that a lot of my time is in the management of staff. And I've asked staff could I share a wee bit around this, and they were happy enough for me too. And it's been amazing to hear them and talk around their personal journey from entering our organisation and what it's done for them in terms of life and balance and happiness and motivation, and also what it's done for them professionally and pushed them. I thought that was great. I thought it was an insight until that we do things right in our place, and it was just fantastic to hear, and it was some of those moments that I'll never forget, so much appreciated. Thank you.
Hi everybody. So a piece of work that I'm proud of, considering I've only been back for around 3 months now. I feel like I've achieved a good bit in that small space of time. The big thing that really stands out for me is the planning and the delivery of the Translink Youth Summit, but not just that, more the lead up. Hold on, there's fire just sitting outside. But the thing stands out for me is the lead up, such as the Transinc youth resi with us, where it really was. Can you hear it right now? For me, where the group really took the ownership of the event, and that's what it's all about. It was a really youth-led event, and I think that showed on the day. So yeah, for me, it's the main thing that I would say I'm most proud of within this small space of time back. Thanks, back. Blow kiss.
Setting a timer because I know Phil's going to be picky with time, but Lauren's most powerful work 2022 went back to Zoom because I'm working from home today, and PowerPoint presentation because I'm trying to be creative and get bonus points for my team. So there's been so many changes and developments in the last 12 months as an organisation, but the most powerful part for me has been the journey of our lovely executive committee. And why, might you ask? Their growth and development. You can see the changes in them over the last year are so it's hard to even explain. The relationships and the journeys they've been on. Even Aoife comparing the Promoting the Voice Day was massive for me, so that's why I've included that. I've seen the magic developing as an exec staff team. Promoting the Voice Day was really great for me in terms of speaking truth to power, and you can see that on the left hand side of the photo, and the campaign and lobbying side of things in terms of the manifesto and speaking truth to power and all the journey that's took us. There's been huge organisational change, and at the heart of it we've been youth led, and I'm over a minute now, so thank you and goodbye.
This is like my 113th time doing this. I am filled with emotion and the tears are tripping me and the snutters. So I'm literally just going to go for it. When I think of the youth forum the last year, my heart is so full and filled with happy memories and pride. I'm thankful to work in an organisation like ours alongside so many amazing people and the executive committee. Switzerland was a major highlight for me at the start of the year. I'm so thankful to the organisation for giving me that opportunity. Also, my highlight is the executive committee, and I'm not necessarily going to concentrate on one thing. For me, it's around their personal growth and development and how much they have flourished within their roles. They blow me away. It is an absolute privilege to work alongside them and see them in action, making organisational decisions, promoting youth voice, taking the charge and the lead on the constitutional review, the manifesto, the quality assurance framework and the rebrand. Speaking truth to power is one of my highlights. Again, in awe of individuals within the executive committee, as in how much they drive that forward, and they blow me away in those arenas. They have met the permanent secretary, secretary of state, different ministers and committees this year, been to Wilton Park, down to the Shannon, and they're amazing actually, and I can see firsthand how much they have come on and how much growth that they have had. So other highlights are residentials. The residential specifically in July down in Ballantoy with the exec was amazing, and I'm so thankful to have been part of that. The last thing I want to say on Over 10 is one of my highlights is my team, as in managing my team. I'm so thankful for you, Lauren and Dervla, and it is a pleasure to watch you grow and flourish within the organisation. I would be lost without you, and please never change.
Right folks, I'm going to try and keep this to a minute. There's so much to say about the last year, to be honest with you. All the projects, all the programmes, all the work we just do, I'm not going to focus on any one in particular or anything like that. Just super proud of the work, like, to be honest with you. Just love watching people just doing their thing and making the magic happen. I suppose, yeah, couple of big ones for me, just getting that mental health funding over the line. I was proud of that, you know, big piece of funding, big piece of work. New staff coming on board and just settling in, proud of all that. The therapeutic space coming to life, and the sound space work and the training and making it happen. Yeah, Switzerland, oh my god, probably the best experience I've ever had in terms of an international. It just went the business, to be honest with you. I loved it, like, it was amazing. So many good times, laughs, fun, but learning and taking it all away. I suppose that residential over the summer itself, I worked with the executive committee closely enough, had an amazing residential over the exec over the summer, amazing stuff happening, beach fires, magic happening, yeah, just amazing stuff. I suppose all the celebration events, the big key events like the launch of the manifesto and all, have your say days, TransLink, I don't want to leave anybody out, but just all them stuff, amazing stuff all happening, amazing for me, like our staff resident in Carlingford, just amazing, just amazing watching you have fun, so important for me, like, and just the bonding, like, and yeah, suppose Lucy, yeah, just doing her proud. I had a very good relationship with Lucy Granger, and I just think we've just done her proud on the day of her funeral, and I just hate losing young people, like, but I'm not trying to put it down on this, but yes, of course, very impactful, and just doing her proud, I suppose, like, what I would say, working with executive committee too, very proud of that, and can't wait hopefully to see the launch of a PLAF, even just a residential, doing it with them, and it's just amazing, just letting go, do you know what I mean, giving the power over, amazing, and just watching them do their magic class. Our strategic plan, I suppose, coming to life, new website coming up, hopefully you'll see that soon, and then just all the staff, obviously, and the amazing work that you do, just super proud. And then just two more for me is my own team. Okay, I love my team. Oh, I get emotional. I love my team. I know you just put up with me, like, and I know sometimes I talk all over the phone is, but sure, that's me. That's why you just love me, isn't it? Perseverance, I suppose. Keeping with me at times. Patience and yeah, just I love you like so much, actually. And then Chris Quinn, I'll be lost with. You lost with Junior, actually. Our relationship, I suppose. Yeah, what a guy. He gave me a chance in youth form 10 years ago, and I didn't think I'd have the journey that I've had actually in youth form, or if you'd have told me the stuff that would happen to me in my life in terms of youth form. For sake, it's meant to be happy video. I love you, mate, and you know what, you set me on my path actually, in terms of some of the amazing opportunities you've given me. So love you all. Holly 12 months, keep her lit.
This year's been powerful. With a new way of working with our executive committee. We've published a manifesto, we've done a rebrand with a new strategy, new operational plan. We've achieved independence, we've got new staff, new funders, quality assurance framework, constitutional reform and a new management information system. We've had access to Downing Street, the White House, the European Parliament, the Oireachtas, Stormont, House of Lords and Westminster. Seeing all of our projects flourish has been amazing, and the numbers of young people in our premises every day receiving support from staff. For me, working with Paula and Victoria behind the scenes has been really good too. The stuff that people don't see, holding the organisation together, raising the funders, managing budgets, it's been phenomenal. The most powerful thing for me, I think, has been going to the USA. I feel that I've grown personally and professionally. The experience has been huge. From political level and policy level engagements to practicing our assurance practice at a grassroots level, the experience is definitely a springboard for the organisation, and it's raised our profile internationally.
Like a rain.